I am in Scotland, of all places, and I have the evening off from this project I am working on. So I thought I'd just pop down here to this little river and look around a little bit. Like I said, I wasn't really planning on doing a video, but I'm starting to see a few things that I'm going to pick up, if you know what I mean. You want to see what they are? Come over here and take a look. You know, the first thing I noticed here, this is actually tidal right here, but I noticed there's a lot of bedrock and stuff, so I thought I'd just come down and look around, maybe poke around between the rocks with a stick or something and see what we can see. Now, I think the tide's going out, so I think we're going to be okay. You can tell it doesn't come up too high right here, but it will be going out. Anyway, I was walking along here, just looking. I thought maybe this would be a World War II bomb, but it's not. It's this town, well, I'll just tell you, I'm in Glasgow. Glasgow, this town I'm in here, was actually blitzed during World War II, so there could be bombs in here if we looked around close enough. But anyway, I was looking around through here, and I saw something interesting. Do you see it? Do ya? Looky. I think that's a marble, maybe. I didn't pick it up until now, but that looks like it's a giant clay marble. I'm not sure if it's perfectly round. Yeah, so I decided to shoot a video because I found this and I was walking along, and guess what? I saw something else. There's two items that we can pick up. I put a rock on this rock so that I could find it again, because it took me a while to find this one again. Do you see anything down there that's interesting? Do ya? I'm actually looking myself because I don't see it anymore, but I put this rock here so I'll be able to find it. I know it's in here. Heck, you guys might even see it before I do. Well, oh, yeah, no wonder it's back here by my foot. It's another marble. I guess that's a marble. Let's give him a bath. I can't imagine this is something to do with industry, but it's possible because there are definitely a lot of industries here. In fact, that waterfall that we're here, you can see a little one right there. There's a big one up there, and it's solid rock. It's about 5 feet. So imagine there were all kinds of mills along here back in the day, if you know what I mean. I guess those are clay marbles, huh? Well, if there's two, there's going to be more. Let's see what else we can find. I'm going to get a stick after a bit, and we'll poke around in some of these cracks. See if there's a bunch of gold coins wedged in there. A little stick or a piece of iron or something. See anything else? I see some pottery in here. Lots of little pieces of pottery. Lots of bricks, but these aren't old bricks. You can tell they have these things in them like that. When you're manufactured like that, they're not very, you know, they could be 100 years old, but they're not 300 years old. I think we're going to find some stuff in here. Some more stuff. I'm not sure how old Glasgow is. All the books I'm reading talk about, like, this river here. It's the river Kelvin. Was there's a lot of stuff going on here in the 1700s, but it really doesn't talk too much about times before that. Imagine there were people here, though. Kelvin was actually a really famous scientist back in the day, and he devised a temperature scale. So now we have basically 3 scales in the world. We have Fahrenheit, which we use in the United States, Celsius or centigrade, which they use in the rest of the world, and Kelvin, which is more of a scientific scale, the Kelvin scale. I think it goes down, starts at absolute 0 or something, I can't remember. Anyway, let's look around and see what else we can find. This looks like a pretty old bottle top right here. Can't tell for sure. Well, maybe not that old. But we might have better luck looking for bottles like up around where the dirt's coming out of the bank. So anything down here is pretty much going to be broken. See any more marbles? I'll be happy if I can find one more marble. Will you? Alright, I'm going to put you away for a minute. And we'll get you back out as soon as I find something else. I'm not seeing anything too interesting. Thought this might be off of a German bomber, but I suspect it's more likely off of a car or something. I'm not really sure. I'm just joking about the bomber, but you never know. I did see something else over here. What's this thing? Oh yeah, that's solid, but it's rock. That's solid. It's like a core from something. A lot of melted slag. So you can tell there's industry here. Little pieces of jugs and broken bottles and stuff like that. I gotta be careful with my bare hands, but I'll be careful for sure. Of course, more modern stuff. Not really seeing any other marbles in here or any gold coins or anything, but we'll keep looking. We'll go down and poke around those cracks in a minute. What do you say? Yeah, we will. I mean, we've only been here for about 15 minutes. Look how far the water's gone out already. So by the time we're done, we'll probably be out in the middle there, picking up gold coins and bottles. I keep remember looking at the camera. Keep looking at my face. What side is it on? I guess it's on the other side. Saw this weird little thing here. I thought it was kind of a rock or something with a design on it. Well, I guess maybe it is. What's that all about? And then I thought it was a bottom to a bottle, but it's definitely not. Well, that's kind of cool. I don't think it's glass. It might be. Yeah, it's glass. Look, you can see through it. So I guess what we're seeing is the design on it. Oh, I'll keep that for a little bit. Probably not forever, though. And we also saw this, or I saw this piece of iron. Thought it might be something like a gun, but it's not. A little sticky. A little bit of copper wire here, some more broken glass. We'll find something good here. You just wait. Isn't that pretty? I like that. It's kind of like, wouldn't want to sit on it, but I thought this might be another, well, I think it's a golf ball, actually. No, yeah, it's a golf ball. I was hoping it would be a giant marble, but no such luck. Alright, just keep looking. Yeah, that whole rock's going to be exposed here in a few minutes. Look right there, that looks like a trowel or something, or some type of little scraper. Imagine that was probably like classified as a murder weapon over here. Probably pitched off the bridge. Saw something down here that was interesting. A little winding for a motor right there. I'm not going to pick it up yet. I think this will be all dry in a little bit. Let's go back over here and kind of work our way up in that area by that little waterfall. I haven't been up there yet. Still directly under the bridge. And I see something interesting down here. I don't know what that is. Any idea? Oh yeah. Oh, it's a lock. That's where a key would go in right there. Man, that's kind of a really thick one for some reason. Anything else in here good? Any cannonballs? No. It's some iron. I think we'll find some stuff if we keep looking. This is the area where I found the marbles, so I thought I'd just come up here real quick before I forget about it. And look at this. I think this is some like beads or oh, it's a fishing lure of some kind. Oh, those maybe those are sinkers or fishing weight. Yeah, that's what it is. I thought it was like Mardi Gras beads. Big old lead fishing weights. Keep looking to find another marble before we go up to the waterfall. Just one more, alright? One more marble. I didn't see any pipe stems, which I think is kind of odd. That's a big flat rock we looked at when we first got here. You can see the tide's gone out about, oh, at least almost a foot now in elevation. I saw this crack right here. I started digging it out with my little stick, and I actually found a better stick, which is, I think, a knife blade, actually. Anyway, I started digging this out, and I did pop this out of here, which is kind of interesting. I don't know what it is. We'll give it a little bath, though. It's coppery brass. Oh, cool, look, it's got a name on it. Hope that doesn't say what I think it says. I see an S and a T, but I don't know what's in between for sure, so leave that up to your imagination. Anyway, I thought I would go ahead and just poke around in here. I didn't get very deep yet. We're not down to the coin layer yet. Ah, there's something else. What's that? It's a gun. No, not really. Another nice piece of brass, though. I might get something out of here before it's over. Something we can write home about. A nice long letter in cursive. Thought there might be some lead, but I think it's melted aluminum. I was hoping at least find one coin, even if it's not an old coin. Which I really think we will before it's over. What's that? No, nothing. Before it's over, I think we'll find at least one coin. I don't know how we could not, really. Do you? Alright, what do you see? Not seen any coins. No gold or silver yet. Here. No, not there either. If you see anything in there, let me know, okay? And I'll come back and get it if I'm not back in the United States by then. I'll put these in my pocket just for a few minutes so we can get a picture at the end. Well, isn't this convenient? You won't believe what I found. It's not an old knife blade. It might be a pull tab at first, but upon closer inspection, what's the chances of finding a pair of forceps down here that I can use to get these coins out of the crack? Oh yeah, Bubby, now we're talking. Now we're talking. We're in business now. Oh my deed it, look at that, they even work. Woohoo! Alright, let's get some coins now, I'm ready. Fully armed. That could be a little something right there. Let's go ahead and use the handy dandy forceps. What do you say? Come here. It's a little toy car. There you go. Oh, looky. Not in very good shape though, is he? There you go. Yeah, I've seen better days. Actually, it might be a handle. I guess that's actually like a handle off a fire extinguisher. Oh well, we'll put him right back. What do you say? There you go. In the little bed. Yeah. Perfect. That's a cool old building right there, isn't it? I imagine it's probably a mill, if I had to guess. If you look here, you can see that's the big waterfall. I might go swimming over there before it's over. There's a guy fishing. Yeah, I'm looking around here, but not really seeing a whole lot. I did find this little thing here, which I think might actually be a fossilized sponge or something like that. It looks like something from the ocean to me. Not 100% on it, but yeah, let's go back down toward that other bridge where the bare rocks were. I think we'll have better luck. There's just too much modern stuff and bricks and rocks and all kinds of junk on top right here. You know, we need to get close to that bedrock, I think, to find the good stuff. The waterfall, and there's like a path here that goes up to what looks like the old mill, and I think those are actually apartments now. Well, I know they are, but it's kind of trashy. The parking lot is kind of a shame because it's such a beautiful building. Look at the top, it's got like a coconut thing on it. And a pineapple. Well, I don't even know if that's pineapple, what it reminds me of. But the parking lot is full of trash. It's just horrible. And of course, there's lots of trash down here where people would just throw stuff in the river, probably back in the 60s and 70s. That's a mess, huh? Whee! They're still doing it today, obviously. All right, let's get back down to the flat rocks. I think that bone is human. Pretty well worn, isn't it? An awful big human if it was a human. Ah! Hello! What's that? Not much, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. He's asked me if I had any luck. It took me a while to figure out that's what he was saying because, of course, he's got that Scottish accent. And I don't know if he ever figured out what I was saying either, or what I was doing. Probably thought I was fishing, actually. Seems to be a lot of like fishing signs around here when they need a license. I don't know what they're fishing for here, but there's a lot of lures. I've been finding quite a few fishing weights and these kind of lures right here. I don't know what they'd be over here. Yeah, that's about it. A lot of fishing weights, you know, lead weights too. Or something. Is that a horseshoe? No. Not even a horseshoe. Very sad. Something made of thin iron. It's probably some type of gasket, I would guess. That's a copper almost. No, not copper. I'm really surprised we haven't come up with at least a modern coin. Wow, you'd think kids would come down here playing in the summertime. It's a beautiful spot. I mean, I'd be hanging out in that pool right there if I was a kid. That's a leech. That's a little earthworm. You know what's something amazing? You know, don't quote me on this, but I'm going to tell you something that I read. At least I think I read. I might have dreamed it. But earthworms, like the little one we just saw right there, are not native to the United States. They were actually brought in by the colonists, you know, many centuries, well, many centuries ago, and when they were brought in their, I guess, plants and dirt and stuff like that, and they've spread all over the United States. You know, just regular garden worms, earthworms, night crawlers, whatever you want to call them. There's such tremendous benefit to the ecosystem. It's just amazing that they would not have been in North America until the Europeans arrived. But I'm pretty sure I read that. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure it's true. And those little turn hole thingies I talked to you about in the rivers where, you know, rocks will come down and they'll swirl and swirl and swirl around in circles here and actually bore down into the solid rock, and it makes this like circular depression. See, there's a bunch of rocks in there. And that would be a great place for coins and whatnot to get caught up. If kids are playing here or fishermen slipped, they might fall down into here, and the coins would eventually get washed into here perhaps during a flood. Just like all those stones did. So I'm going to go ahead and dig that out and see what's in it. Just give me a minute though, okay? Because it's probably going to take too long to keep running the camera. Okay, you ready to take a look at what was in there? What's left right now is just a hard bottom of the solid rock. And this is all the stuff we got out of there. It's actually pretty cool. We got a big piece of iron, which looked like a spike. Like this, there's a spike here. Let me show you this first. That's like actually might be like a nut and bolt that's really worn down. That's the only problem with those turn holes, is stuff gets swirled around all the time, so it wears away pretty quick. Not sure what that is. It has a weird design on it. I've got a spinner blade. That's to our lure, fishing lure. Looky! We finally got our pipe bowl. That's a really old pipe bowl, kaolin pipe, you know, for tobacco. It would have a very small bowl, which tells you that it's an older one. The bigger they are, generally speaking, the more modern they are, meaning anywhere from, you know, 1600s, 1700s, 1800s. And a little fishing weight. Looks like a musket ball, but it's a fishing weight because it's got holes in it. Also got several pieces of, like, little pieces of wire right here. Look at that. That was in there, and a big chunk of iron here, too. Not sure what that is. It's all smooth. And this rock here, I believe, is probably a slate off of a roof. And it's just been worn down by being in the river. That's not too bad. I mean, no real keepers, but for one little tiny turn hole, not bad. You can imagine what's going to be right down here, right up against the edge. Probably loaded with gold coins and hammered silver and all kinds of stuff. Maybe we should go get our mask. What do you say? Before it's over, we might. So I have kind of an interesting find here. I'm still at the waterfall. And I just dug this little pocket out. Had some bricks and stuff in it. Not too much gear, but did find something interesting. Found this piece of brassy thing that threads on it. Boy, I recognize that, but I cannot, for the life of me, tell you what it is. It looks very familiar. Found this, which looks almost like it could be man-made, but I suspect it's more that fossiliferous type rock. Could be wrong on that, but I suspect it is. As you can see, it's got a hole in it there and a hole in it there, and so you can pass the string through it. But in this hole right here, I found this. It's actually the exact same size. I'm looking at it, and I don't see a hole going through it. And I see like a sprue right here where it was cast. See, that's a casting sprue right there. That's where this was actually poured into a mold. And I don't see any way to attach that to a piece of line. So if that's not, there's nothing coming out the bottom, no hole or anything. There's a possibility, you can see it's actually not that round. It's actually a possibility this could be a musket ball right here. Fired musket ball, maybe. Could be wrong on that, and probably am, but I don't see any sign of any holes in it at all. I'm going to take a second just to show you how much the tide's gone out here. We're back to where we started, where I found those two marbles. Check this out. Right here's where I found the two marbles, and if you remember, the water was almost up to it. Look how far out it's gone since we got here. This rock was just barely above water. One of these two, I can't remember which one it was. I guess it was this one. It's gone out a good bit. We might find some good stuff. Get a little deeper. I'd like to find one coin, and then I can call the hunt a success and go get an adult beverage, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. Right up in here is where we had the marbles, but look at this thing here. I don't know how we missed this unless it was covered with water. It could just be the bottom of a ceramic bottle. Something, yeah, it's broken. Yeah, that's a little pot of some kind. but it's definitely broken. Oh well. One more marble and one gold coin. Just one, that's all we need. Or the murder weapon is out of the water now. That was underwater when we first got here, remember? I guess it's probably not a murder weapon. I wonder if somebody's been down here doing what I'm doing. Kind of weird. You have the murder weapon, you got the hemostats, which actually is probably from a fisherman now that I'm thinking about it. Fishermen carry them. You get the hooks out. You can see after a fisherman went across there. And so you find a lot of them in the rivers. They drop them. Yeah, a lot lower than it was. Let's go down this way just a little bit. Oh, no, I want to show you something real quick before we go. Found this little doodad, which I think is kind of interesting. Thought it was brick. Well, it probably is brick, actually. It's probably somebody's name, I guess, just like in there. Maybe. I guess that's probably all that is. So it does look like brick. Oh, never mind. As I was saying, we'll leave that here and started to go. Looky! It's another glass. It's a glass ball. So this could be a marble. This could be a. Oh, that's kind of out of focus there. This could be a marble, or they used these little balls too for a turn of the century bottling parts. Look at a cell phone. That's a murder phone. Murder phone here. And I thought that was a telephone. I thought it was a murder telephone, but I guess that's a pour. It's like a spout to water your garden. Big round thing here. Somebody was using as a weight. So you see it's got some electrical line on it. All kinds of stuff down here, man. Look how worn the bricks are, huh? Just from being in the current. Yeah. You might find something down here. Look around a little longer. What do you say? I'm kind of headed back over to the shore there, and I think I'm going to get ready to leave. But as I was heading that way, I think I see another marble. Let's check it out together. You see it? I don't know if I can get to it, but it's either marble or a little seed or something. Oh, you come here, Bubby. Come on. Oh, yeah. I got you. That's another one of those clay marbles. This could be a little ball for like a drink too. Like that glass one I found. I don't know. It's got a design on it though. Look at that. And we'll look around a few more minutes. I wouldn't mind getting about 50 or 100 of these. We're up to 3 now. I came over to look at this thing here, which is very dangerous, so I was going to kind of flip it down. I guess it's probably a grate off of something, and almost fell in the water. And as I was falling, I looked over here and saw this thing. What do you think it says? Belt buckle or carburetor? Or neither. What that thing is, you? It's obviously screwed together. No idea. Probably not too far off though when I say carburetor. Fishing, something. Fishing maybe? I don't know. I've never seen anything like that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and call it quits for the day. Mostly because I'm not sure this. I don't know how this camera video is going to turn out. I don't want to have a nice long video if it's just going to be like all wiggly and stuff. Like no earthworm. Hope you enjoyed the little video. We'll try to get out there again before I have to leave Scotland. See you on the next one.
Go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She don't care if you're dying or if you're living or somewhere